Hey y'all, it's Elizabeth Weimiller, and I have your February 2023, I keep wanting to say 2022, 2023 sign predictions for all 12 signs. I'm also going to give you a little sneak peek about what else is going on in the month of February. So sit down, buckle up. If you don't already, like and follow this channel because then you'll get videos when I post them more easily. And if you want to sign up for my newsletter, it's free. I'll post the link below this video as well so that you can do that for ease. Again, it's free. It's once a month unless there's something really big going on. And then I do send a special email on that. So for example, my list got an email when Saturn changed signs. January 17th, and Jupiter's going to change signs in April, so they'll get a special email for then. But outside of that, I don't appreciate spam in my own email, so I really respect your inbox and try not to send you more than necessary. But I do want you to stay up to date on everything happening astrologically. So of course, when big things happen, I do want it to be easy access so that you can see what's going on and get it right to your inbox, so you're not trying to scroll through web pages and things like that. So do those things. If you enjoyed this, like and share it with your friends, family, whoever you think may find it interesting. And if you have yet to have your own unique birth consultation, I will also put a link below to book that with me. But without further ado, I really want to talk about what's going to go on in the month of February. First of all, let's just start by saying I cannot believe that it's already February of 2023. Seems like it just flew by in the blink of an eye, which says 2023. It seems like it's flying by in the blink of an eye. So the big thing is January 17th, Saturn did enter Aquarius. This really brings changes. I don't know if you felt them in your own life, but take the time, see if you felt kind of that shift in energy, because that's exactly what happened when Saturn changes signs. It's now stronger now that it's past the first early degrees of Aquarius. It's a really long transit. If you haven't seen it, go find the video on my channel as well for what Saturn and Aquarius may mean for you. And it's going to be in Aquarius until March 29th, 2025. Yes, 2025. So get comfortable. It's a 2.5-year transit. It's always long. It always brings change. Saturn's very slow moving. So just get comfortable with this ride. Hard work, discipline, everything Saturn loves. So go check it out based on the sign, your rising sign / ascendant, or your moon sign. February, we're going to start off with a full moon on February 5th in the sign of Cancer. Side note, I do use sidereal, the sidereal system. So I'm a Vedic astrologer, which is Eastern astrology. I use sidereal, which takes into account precession of the equinoxes. So know if you're like, hey, Elizabeth, things are off. I am not Western, I am Eastern. So keep that in mind. But full moon, February 5th in Cancer. Moon rules Cancer, so it's at home. However, this could make the moon, make people a little more sensitive. We could see people's emotions really rising and falling, kind of like the tide, and a bit more unpredictable. Remember, between a full moon and a new moon, so after February 5th, don't start new projects. It's a great time to bring projects to culmination. It's a great time to, kind of wrap things up or keep, really working on them. And if you want to start a new project, the time to do that is between a new moon and a full moon. So technically, the start of February up until probably February 3rd, you could still start new projects because it's not near the full moon yet. But February 5th, I would not recommend starting new projects. February 6th, Mercury is going to finally transit out of Sagittarius, where it has been. It was retrograde in Sagittarius. It's been there for a couple months now. It's going to transit into Capricorn. It's going to be a quick trip through Capricorn, and then it'll transit into Aquarius on February 27th. While Mercury is transiting in Capricorn, people can be more logical. It can be a hard period of hard work where the more effort you put in, the more it will pay off. So don't get lazy this month. I know it could be easy for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. It can be cold, snowy, rainy, wet, and just easier to be like, hey, I'll just stay inside and do nothing. But don't get lazy. Put in the hard work, show up, and you'll find you get rewarded. So when Mercury transits into Aquarius on February 27th, it's going to be tightly conjunct Saturn until March 5th. So Saturn and Mercury as planets, they are friends, but this combination is going to be asking you again, hard work, discipline, use your intellect to help others. Aquarius is a sign that wants to help others. It's a time to keep the big picture in front of you because you could lose sight of it, and be sure you don't get stuck in the details or become overly critical of others. February 12th, Sun is going to transit into Aquarius as well. So you're going to have a lot of planets in Aquarius at one point, with the Sun there, Saturn there, Mercury there. Venus will be finishing its transit of Aquarius still the first part of the month. So February 12th, Sun shows up in Aquarius, transits into Aquarius. This is especially at the early parts, we could see kind of egos out of control. There's potential for individuals to fall from power. Sun and Saturn are going to be exactly conjunct on February 16th. Easy for me to say. And around this time, we could see more confrontations with the government, with your bosses, with mentor figures. So don't pick any fights. I wouldn't recommend it. Just kind of wait till this transit separates and Saturn and Sun move apart from each other, and then go in with logical facts and data. Try to stay out of emotion. During that transit, you may also find yourself a little more creative and more inventive. So keep that in mind with that Sun in Aquarius transit. It can make you more creative. A really exciting transit this month. It comes around a fair amount, but it's about once a year, once every year and a half. Venus is going to be transiting into Pisces on February 15th. This is a really beautiful transit. Venus is what's called exalted in Pisces, so it's its strongest sign. It displays its greatest energies. And this, as I said, starts February 15th, so the day after Valentine's Day. And it's going to transit in Pisces until March 11th. So this is going to bring a really positive energy. It's going to feel a bit more like a weight's being lifted off of our shoulders. It can bring more love, more creativity, and beauty to the forefront, everything that Venus stands for. However, you are going to need to be cautious, because bringing all that Venus energy forward, it can bring, overindulgence in food, alcohol, any of the stuff. So just know that, really try to stick to not overindulging, everything in moderation. That's really the saying for a lot of things. On March 2nd, so this is February's, but since February is a short month, shortest month of the year, March 2nd, Venus and Jupiter are going to be exactly conjunct. I just want to give you that heads up. It's going to be a really beautiful, optimistic energy. Jupiter expands everything, and Venus is exalted. So there's going to be a lot of expansion there. Big movement. Even though I'm an Eastern astrologer, I do look at the big outer planets, especially when they change signs or when they're conjunct transiting planets, because they do pack kind of their own punch, so to speak. They bring their own indications, and they do actively affect our lives. They're very generational because they sit in signs so long, but they do bring impacts that we later see. So Neptune is finally going to complete its 14-year transit of sidereal Aquarius on February 18th. So it's going to move into Pisces. When it transits into Pisces, Neptune is considered very comfortable in Pisces. Western astrologers say Neptune is the co-ruler of Pisces with Jupiter. And the last time that Neptune was in sidereal Pisces, remember, if you go Google this, it's going to show different dates. This is the sidereal system. And the dates would be different for Western. But for sidereal, the last time Neptune was in Pisces was from 1858 to 1870. So keep that in mind. This Neptune transit is really going to bring a change to society. If you think back to that time period, both photography and silent films really picked up popularity with Neptune's transit of Pisces, and after it moved into Aries afterwards, which is a very innovation-driven sign. But focusing on Pisces, Pisces rules water, Neptune rules water. I do think we're going to see more water-related issues as Neptune, moves into Pisces. We could see more floods, more severe weather globally. It could bring more storms that affect the oceans and shipping. Could see something around oil and gas, because Neptune also does rule oil and gas. And actually, one of the things that happened while Neptune was in sidereal Pisces was that the first oil well was drilled. It was the first well that was actually used for oil, and that was in 1859. So it used to be that when people would drill wells for water and they found oil, they'd just cover it back up. This was the first one that really started producing. It was about 20 barrels a day at that point. So kind of see some of that. So we could see things around that. We could with Neptune and Pisces, we may see individuals really trying to escape reality more through the use of alcohol and drugs, whether, you know, prescribed drugs or other types of drugs. I think it's really all going to come to the forefront. We may see virtual reality become even bigger and used as a means to escape reality as well. Now, I will say, as with any astrologer, as with any events, no one can fully predict the transformation we will experience through this transit, but do know we are going to really be going through some form of transformation. So keep that in mind. And know these are just potential indicators. With that being said, let's take a look at the sign predictions for February 2023. Remember, if you have never watched a video of mine before, you're either looking at your ascendant/rising sign or your moon. Both of those give indications. I always say look at both to really get a good flavor, because the moon is really our mind. It's how we feel about things. And the ascendant is other things we can indicate. And just remember, ascendant and rising sign are the same thing. So I use them interchangeably. So with that being said, Aries, this is a month where you're going to find yourself caring for others from a selfless place. The key is not to expect anything in return, as then it's really not truly selfless love. You may find that if you've been struggling in your relationship, that the realities surface this month and are asking you to really be honest with yourself. So keep that in mind. The key is doing all you can do this month so you don't look back and have any regrets. This can be a time when you find yourself making plans for your career. It can be a great time to learn new things related to your profession that are going to help you grow into the future. And if you're curious about how to move up in your career, this can be a really good time to have that conversation with your boss to understand better what is expected in order to achieve your goals. Now, don't go in asking for a promotion and a raise. Just go in with looking to understand how you can get better and how you can work towards achieving your goals. Taurus, this is a really great month to get a group of friends together and do something fun. It can be inviting everyone over to your home for a get together or going out and doing something fun. It can be a really good month to attend a conference, as well as attend a conference. You'll do really well in group settings this month, Taurus. You may be feeling more secure in yourself and more willing to help the group achieve its objectives. This can be a great time to learn something new or sign up for a class that's been catching your eye. You are going to find you're more intellectually curious right now. This can be a good time to travel, and you're going to find you're more open to new ideas that come up in conversations and communications with others. Gemini, you can find that things are working in your favor at work and in your professional life. You can find that your energy this month attracts people and circumstances that really help you at work. Your working relationship should be running more smoothly this month, as you want to work with others from a place of peace and really how you work together. This can be a great time to look inwards and be honest with yourself about anything that comes to mind. So don't try to push it back down. And you could find yourself in deep and intellectual conversations that really get you thinking in a whole new way. So really keep an open mind and stay open to what could come up in your head. Cancer, you will find that you have some experience this month that leads you to your own personal growth. This could come in various forms and may not be a bad experience. It can be a great time to go out and enjoy museums or concerts that aren't normally in your wheelhouse. Really expand your horizons. And this can be a really good month for a vacation, but make it to someplace new that you've never been before. Again, expand your horizons. So really get outside that comfort zone. It can be a really great time to make sure expectations are clear with your spouse, partner, or business partner. And if you're facing a situation that requires the help of a specialist, this is a really great time to reach out and consult with them on how to proceed. So this could be, a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, someone like that. Leo, this month you could find that you gain money through your spouse, a business partner, or even through some other means such as an institution without extra effort on your part. This can be a good month to apply for a loan if you need one. You're going to find yourself learning more about how you relate to others this month, and you'll be more focused on health and work. You can be more detail-oriented right now and capable of managing work that requires more brain power, and you are focused on getting the practical work done. Be cautious, as you can be more critical of others this month, and you may find that you are more focused on your health and improving it. So you kind of got a lot of things going on, Leo. Virgo, you are in luck this month. So relationships will be a focus for you. You have the ability to keep a balance between a focus on yourself and those you encounter this month. If you are single, you could find a new love enters your life. If you are married or in a relationship, you will be able to express your love of your partner more freely. If you are in conflict with someone in your life, this month's energies are really going to allow you to make peace with them. And this is a great time to express your thoughts honestly, both to yourself and to others. It's really a great time to make it clear where you stand and what you are thinking. Be sure you are still being sensitive to others, as you could enjoy, pulling pranks this month that affect others more negatively. Libra, this can be a good month to work on your relationship with coworkers and your boss. You have the desire to work with others. If difficulties arise, you can get them resolved through listening and discussion with those involved. On the home front, this can be a time where you need to make sure you and your partner are on the same page and in agreement. It can be a good time for your health, but be sure you do not overindulge in sweet or fatty foods. You may find yourself going within to contemplate all the new ideas that you have encountered. And if you have important matters that need to be discussed with your family, now is your time. Don't let this helpful energy pass you by. I always like to say, take advantage of the planetary energy that's working in your favor. We all still have free will, but if the energy is going to help us do something more successfully, why not try to use it to our advantage? Scorpio, this is a great month to get out and have fun. This can be going to museums, concerts, or anything else that falls in the entertainment world. It can be a time where you feel a need to express yourself more creatively. Your self-discipline may not be as strong this month, so really be sure you don't get lazy and that you meet all of your commitments. This can be a good time for love relationships. If you are single, you may meet someone during this transit. If you are married, ensure you bring some romance back into your relationship. And that goes for married or in a relationship. You can find yourself meeting new people. You may find yourself busy with short trips, whether they be for work or fun. And it is a great month to pursue intellectual activities. It can also be a great time talking with others, but also truly listening to them. So actively listen, don't listen to respond. Sagittarius, you can find yourself enjoying relaxing times at home and enjoying the peace or with friends coming over. This can be a time where you feel a need to redecorate your home. If this does happen, be sure that you stick within the budget you set for yourself, as there can be a tendency to overspend this month. Be really cautious not to overindulge in food and drink this month. It's all about moderation. So, as with anything, moderation is key. You may find yourself in negotiations with others around property or money, or you may need to help others understand where you truly stand in terms of what you truly value. Don't be afraid to make it known. Capricorn, this month, everyday activities will be more enjoyable and agreeable. You'll find your calendar booking up as your social life really kicks into high gear. You have an ability to see the beauty in everyday things this month, so really soak them in. You may find during this month that you are truly blessed and surrounded by love, and you'll find that you'll find you'll find your mind more active this month. Easy for me to say as I talk fast. And you may feel a need to get away and travel. It can be good to do a weekend trip to reset your energy and kind of scratch that itch, so to speak, of the travel bug. You may find that your mind may jump around from topic to topic very rapidly. This could confuse others, so be sure that you stay aware. Aquarius, this month you can really have the ability to take you down kind of two different paths, and the choice is yours. It can be a time where you can attract material possessions, money, and people. You could see financial opportunities come your way, but there is a need to watch that you don't let extravagance and ego take over. Make sure spending this month is practical and within your budget. You may find yourself desiring alone time to just do what you want and be with your own thoughts. This is a great time to meditate if you don't, or figure out, what meditate means to you. This may not be the best time to openly share your opinions, especially if you are doing so as a way to win others over. Pisces, this month is a time when you will have the desire to relate to others. You will find you are more willing to compromise, and that is really required this month. This is a great time to get together with friends, take a vacation, or do something fun. Others may be more attracted to your energy during this time, so you will just know they may just they may just come up to you. You will find yourself thinking about your goals and expectations. This can include analyzing them to see if they still resonate or ever resonated with you. If you find that your goals were actually those placed on you by someone else, then now can be a great time to think about what you want your goals to be moving forward. Friendly reminder, I do use the sidereal system of astrology, Vedic astrologer. As always, these are broad, high-level insights for each sign. I don't know where your personal planets are. The best way to understand you personally and how this stuff impacts you is to have a birth chart consultation with a professional astrologer. Be more than happy to help you with that. Links below to book with me. And if you want, sign up for the free newsletter, also linked below this video. But like and follow this video and enjoy February. I think it's going to be a beautiful month as we head through this month. It's a short month, the shortest month of the year. I think it's going to go quick. So really enjoy February, spend time with friends, really listen, see what comes for you. And I will see all of you in March. So until then, I will see you later.